Somebody stole your dream last night while you were sleeping, while you were scrolling, while you were doing nothing. Somebody took your dream and they didn't even have to break in. You handed it to them. You handed it to them the moment you opened your mouth and told them your plan. Stop right there, because that's the first lesson tonight. And it's the only one that matters if you want to survive what's coming next. Never tell people what you do, not because you're ashamed, not because you're hiding, but because the world is full of thieves who don't even know they're thieves. They steal your fire with a smile. They steal your momentum with a question. How's that going for you? And you feel that little drop in your stomach, that little seed of doubt they just planted, and you didn't even see it happen. I'm not here to entertain you tonight. I'm here to wake you up, because somewhere out there, right now, there is a version of you that never gave up. A version of you that kept going when the lights went out. A version of you that turned pain into fuel and silence into strategy. That version of you is still alive. He's just been buried under excuses. She's just been buried under other people's opinions. Tonight, we dig him out. Tonight, we dig her out. Let me tell you something about pain. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is a messenger. It walks into your life uninvited, and everybody treats it like a criminal. But pain is not there to destroy you. Pain is there to redirect you. Pain is the universe grabbing you by the shoulders and saying, not this way, not this job, not this relationship, not this version of yourself. You've been trying to numb it. You've been trying to scroll past it. You've been trying to drink it away, sleep it away, joke it away. But pain doesn't leave until it teaches you something. So here's what I need you to understand tonight. The pain you're carrying right now, the rejection, the bankruptcy, the divorce, the diagnosis, the failure nobody talks about at dinner. That pain is not the end of your story. That pain is the price of admission. Nobody builds something real without paying it. Every person you admire, every name that makes you say, I wish I had that, paid a price you never saw. You saw the stage. You didn't see the years in the dark. You saw the paycheck. You didn't see the nights they ate nothing and told nobody. You saw the confidence. You didn't see the mirror they cried in front of before they learned how to stand up straight. You think they were given something you weren't? They were given the same 24 hours. The difference is what they did with the silence. I need you to hear this clearly, because I'm not going to say it twice. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is love. Discipline is the most severe form of self-respect there is. When you wake up at 5 in the morning and your body begs you to stay in that bed and you get up anyway, that's not torture. That's you telling your future self, I've got you. I didn't leave you out there alone. Motivation is a spark. It's beautiful, but it dies fast. Discipline is the fire that keeps burning long after the spark is gone. Motivation will get you out of bed once. Discipline will get you out of bed for the next 10 years, when nobody's clapping, when nobody's watching, when nobody even knows your name yet. You don't need more motivation. You need a system that doesn't care how you feel. Because some mornings you're going to feel powerful, and some mornings you're going to feel like nothing. And on those mornings, the nothing mornings, that's when your whole future gets decided. Not on the good days. On the days you don't feel like it and you do it anyway. That's the whole game. That's the entire secret everybody's looking for in a book, in a course, in a seminar. Show up when you don't feel like it. That's it. That's the cheat code nobody wants to hear because it's free and it's hard. Let's talk about being broke. Not broke like, I can't afford a vacation. Broke like you checked your account 3 times, hoping the number changed. Broke like you said, I'm fine, while doing math in your head at the grocery store. I'm not going to stand up here and tell you money doesn't matter. Don't insult your own struggle by pretending it doesn't hurt. It hurts. It's supposed to hurt. But let me tell you what broke really is. Broke is not a bank balance. Broke is a mindset that convinces you. The bank balance is the truth about who you are. You are not your bank account. You are not your job title. You are not the rejection letters stacked in that drawer you don't open anymore. You are the one thing they can't print, can't tax, can't repossess. You are a decision away from a different life. Right now, tonight. Broke people become empires. History is loaded with them. Not because broke is glamorous. Because broke, when it's handled right, becomes the hunger that builds something unstoppable. Comfortable people don't build empires. Hungry people do. So don't curse your hunger. Use it. Somebody out there tonight is tired. Not sleepy. Tired in the soul. Tired of trying. Tired of explaining yourself. Tired of showing up for people who wouldn't show up for you. Tired of dreams that feel further away this year than they did last year. I see you. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you it's going to be easy from here. It's not. But tired doesn't mean broken. Tired means you've been carrying something heavy for a long time without putting it down. And instead of putting it down, you kept walking. That's not weakness. Weak people quit at tired. You didn't quit. You're still standing here, still listening, still hoping something in these words reaches the part of you that hasn't given up completely. That part is still there. I promise you it's still there. It's just quiet. It's been quiet for a while because nobody's spoken to it in a long time. Nobody's told it that it still matters. So let me be the one to tell you tonight. You still matter. Your comeback still matters. Your story is not finished. It's not even close to finished. You're not reading the last chapter. You're barely past the introduction, and you already want to close the book because a few pages made you cry? Keep reading. The best part of every great story comes after the part where the character wanted to quit. I want you to think about a storm. Not the storm outside. The storm inside you. The one that's been building for years. The one made of every no, every closed door, every person who doubted you, every year that didn't go the way you planned. Most people run from that storm. I'm telling you tonight, walk into it, because that storm isn't here to destroy you. That storm is here to build you. Trees that grow in constant shelter, with no wind, no resistance, they grow weak. Their roots stay shallow because they've never had to fight for stability. But the trees that survive the storm, the ones bent by wind, scarred by lightning, stripped bare in winter, those are the ones with roots that go so deep, nothing can move them. You've been in a storm your whole life, and you didn't even know it was building something in you. Every rejection was wind. Every betrayal was lightning. Every lonely night was winter, and you're still standing. That means your roots are deeper than you think. Let's talk about self-belief, because I know some of you stopped believing in yourselves a long time ago, and you've just been performing confidence ever since. Here's the truth. Self-belief isn't a feeling. It's a decision you make before you have any proof. You don't wait until you feel confident to act. You act, and the confidence catches up later. If you wait to feel ready, you'll wait forever. Readiness is a myth sold to people who want a good excuse to stay comfortable. Nobody feels ready. Not the ones who built companies from nothing. Not the ones who walked into rooms twice their size and demanded a seat. Not the ones who bet everything on themselves when everyone told them to be reasonable. They weren't ready. They were relentless. And relentless beats ready every single time. So stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for someone to tell you that you're allowed to want more. Stop waiting for the right time, because the right time is a lie designed to keep you exactly where you are. The right time is right now. The right time was actually years ago, but right now is the next best option. So, take it. I need to say something about the people around you, because this matters more than most people admit. Not everyone in your life wants you to win. That's a hard sentence. Sit with it. Some people love you, but they love the version of you that needs them. The version that's stuck. The version that calls them crying. The version that stays small enough for them to feel comfortable standing next to you. The moment you start growing, some of those people get uncomfortable, not because they're evil, because your growth exposes their standing still. And people don't always know how to sit with that. So they'll question you. They'll joke about your goals. They'll call your discipline extreme. They'll call your boundaries cold. They'll call your silence arrogance. Let them talk. You don't owe anyone an explanation for choosing your future over their comfort. This is why you never tell people what you do. Not all of it, not the whole plan, not the timeline, not the vision. You protect it. You protect it the way you'd protect a flame in the wind. Because some of the people you tell aren't going to cheer for you. Some of them are going to try to blow it out. Not because they hate you, because they never lit their own. Now let's talk about fear. Because fear is the reason most dreams die in silence. Never even attempted, never even spoken. Fear feels like the truth. It's not. Fear is your mind's oldest survival tool, and it's still operating like you're in danger of being eaten by something in the dark. But you're not in the wild anymore. You're in a world where the biggest threat to your life is comfort, not lions. And fear doesn't know the difference. Fear will scream just as loud when you're about to send an email as it did when your ancestors were about to face something that could kill them. Your job is not to eliminate fear. Your job is to stop confusing fear with facts. Fear says you'll fail. That's not a fact. That's a feeling. Fear says you're not ready. That's not a fact. That's a feeling. Fear says everyone will laugh. That's not a fact. That's a feeling. Feelings are loud, but they're not accurate. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is moving your feet while your whole body is screaming to stay still. Every person who ever did something remarkable did it terrified. They just moved anyway. Let me talk to the ones who feel invisible, the ones nobody's rooting for. No fan club, no hype squad, no family group chat celebrating your wins because you haven't had one they could see yet. Good. I mean that. Good. Because the people who make it, the real ones, the ones who change their entire bloodline's future, they usually make it in silence first. Nobody claps for the version of you grinding at midnight. Nobody claps for the version of you saying no to the party to protect the morning. Nobody claps for the version of you reading when you could be scrolling, saving when you could be spending, building when you could be resting. That season is not punishment. That season is preparation. You are not being ignored. You are being prepared in a place too sacred for an audience. Everything that grows in the dark isn't dying. Some things need the dark to grow strong enough to survive the light. Seeds don't complain about the soil being dark. They use it, they push through it. And one day they break the surface, and everybody who watched them disappear for a season suddenly wants to know their secret. There is no secret. They just didn't quit in the dark. I want you to picture something for a second. Picture the version of you 5 years from now if nothing changes. Same habits I saw, same excuses, same I'll start Monday, same phone in your hand at 1 a.m. instead of a plan in your hand at 6 a.m. Same friends pulling you into the same conversations about the same people who did nothing with their lives either. Does that version scare you? It should. Now picture the other version. The one who took tonight seriously. The one who didn't just feel something for 20 minutes and then went back to normal. The one who let this be the night everything changed. Not because the speech was magic, but because you finally decided to stop negotiating with your own potential. That version is available to you. It's not guaranteed. It's available. There's a difference. Nobody's going to hand it to you. Nobody's coming to save you from your own comfort. Nobody's going to make the calls you need to make, cut the people you need to cut, wake up at the hour you need to wake up, say no to the things you need to say no to. That's on you. It was always going to be on you. Let's talk about failure, because I promise you, it's coming. And I'd rather you meet it prepared than meet it blindsided. You will fail, not because you're not good enough, because failure is the tuition of every worthwhile life. Nobody gets to skip the class. Nobody gets a discount. You pay it in embarrassment, in setbacks, in plans that fall apart in front of people who told you it would. Here's what separates the ones who make it from the ones who don't. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's what they do in the 15 minutes after failure. Most people spend those 50 minutes proving the failure right. They shrink. They apologize for trying. They let one closed door convince them every door is closed. The ones who make it use those 15 minutes differently. They grieve fast, and then they ask one question. What is this trying to teach me? Not why me. Not this always happens to me. Not I knew I wasn't good enough. Just, what is this trying to teach me? That question is the difference between a setback and a setup. Because every failure is loaded with information, and most people are too busy feeling sorry for themselves to read it. Read it. Read your failures like a manual written specifically for you, because that's exactly what they are. I want to talk about time, because time is the one thing you cannot get back, no matter how much money you make, how famous you become, how many people love you. You have been given time. Nobody knows how much. And most people treat it like it's unlimited. They spend it in front of screens that don't love them back. They spend it complaining about lives they refuse to change. They spend it waiting for a mood, a moment, a miracle, instead of spending it building one. Stop spending your time like you'll get a refund. You won't. There's no refund on a wasted decade. There's no refund on a friendship you let die out of laziness. There's no refund on the years you spent afraid of what people would think if you actually tried. So from tonight forward, ask yourself this question before you do anything. Is this worth my time on earth? Not is this fun? Not is this easy? Is this worth the finite, non-renewable, never coming back time you've been given? If the answer is no, stop doing it. If the answer is yes, stop delaying it. Now I want to build something with you. Right here, right now. I want you to understand what unstoppable actually means. Because most people misuse that word. They think unstoppable means nothing ever knocks you down. Wrong. Unstoppable means you get knocked down in the same place by the same problem for the 10th time, and you still get up. Unstoppable is not the absence of struggle. Unstoppable is the presence of a decision that struggle will not have the final word in your story. You want to be unstoppable? Then stop expecting the road to be smooth. Smooth roads don't build anybody. Mountains build people. Storms build people. Losses build people. If you let them, instead of letting them bury you. So decide right now. Decide that from this point forward, no bad morning defines you. No harsh comment defines you. No rejection. No failed attempt. No year that didn't go as planned defines you. You define you. Nobody else gets that pen. Not your past. Not your parents. Not the people who left. Not the people who doubted. You. I want to talk directly to the version of you that's ready to quit tonight. Maybe you came here hoping some words would fix what months or years of struggle couldn't. Maybe you're exhausted in a way sleep doesn't touch. Maybe you've cried in your car in a parking lot and told nobody. Maybe you've smiled in photos while falling apart behind the caption. I know you, not because I know your name, because I know that story. It's an old story. It's the story of every single person who ever built something worth remembering. They all had a night like this one. A night where quitting felt like relief and continuing felt like punishment. But here's what they knew that you're about to know. The night you almost quit is usually the night right before the breakthrough. Not because breakthroughs come on a schedule, because that's exactly the moment most people give up. One step, 1 week, one attempt before it would have worked. And the ones who make it aren't smarter, aren't luckier, aren't more talented. They just didn't stop on that particular night. Don't you be the one who stops tonight. Not tonight. Not after everything you've already survived to get here. Let's talk about hope, because hope has been insulted by people who call it naive. Hope is not naive. Hope is defiant. Hope is looking directly at your circumstances, the bills, the loneliness, the diagnosis, the failure, and refusing to let them write the ending. Hope doesn't deny the pain. Hope decides the pain doesn't get to be the final chapter. You can hold pain and hope in the same hand. You can say this hurts and this isn't the end in the same breath. That's not denial. That's maturity. That's what strong people actually do, while everyone else picks one and pretends the other doesn't exist. So hold on to hope tonight, even if it's just a thread. A thread is enough to start climbing. You don't need a rope yet. You just need to start climbing with what you've got. Here's what I need you to walk out of here believing. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are not broken beyond repair. You are in the middle of a story that hasn't finished writing itself, and the middle always looks messy. Nobody judges a book by chapter 11. They wait for the ending. So why are you judging your entire life by a chapter that isn't even finished? Keep writing. Keep showing up. Keep choosing discipline on the mornings you don't feel like it. Keep protecting your dream from people who don't understand it yet. Keep turning pain into proof instead of an excuse. Keep believing before you have evidence, because evidence comes after belief, not before it. I'm going to leave you with this, and I want you to remember it long after tonight is over. Somewhere, right now, there's a version of your life you haven't lived yet. It's not far away. It's on the other side of the discomfort you've been avoiding. It's on the other side of the conversation you've been afraid to have. It's on the other side of the routine you keep promising to start tomorrow. It's on the other side of every excuse you've used to protect yourself from trying and failing in front of people who never even mattered. That life is waiting. It's not coming to find you. You have to walk toward it, even when your legs are shaking, even when your voice cracks, even when nobody's clapping yet. So stand up, not just from this chair, from this moment, from this life you've been settling for. Stand up like you mean it. Stand up like the last 10 years were the setup, and this is the moment the story turns. Stand up like the world owes you nothing, and you're about to take everything you were always capable of taking. Nobody's coming to save you. You were never meant to be saved. You were meant to rise. So rise. And don't tell anybody what you're about to do. Just do it. Let them find out when it's already done.